Enter Sarah, a 34-year-old marketing manager, standing alone in her dimly lit apartment, the city's hum fading into the background. Her phone buzzes with notifications, work emails, social media updates, a friend's engagement post, but none of it sparks joy. Instead, exhaustion weighs on her like a heavy cloak. For years, Sarah has chased the corner office, the perfect partner, the validation of being enough. She's hustled harder, stayed late, swiped through dating apps, and molded herself to fit others' expectations, yet she feels emptier than ever. At a recent networking event, she watched colleagues charm the room, their confidence effortless, while her forced smiles and rehearsed pitches fell flat. Why am I always running after something that never arrives? She wonders, her heart sinking. Maybe you felt this too, pouring your soul into goals, relationships, or dreams, only to find them slipping further away. What if the problem isn't your effort, but the chasing itself? What if the very act of running is pushing away what's meant for you? Today on Daily Stoic Quotes, we're unveiling a path not of pursuit, but of attraction. Through 12 Stoic-inspired lessons, we'll explore how to stop chasing and start drawing love, success, and peace into your life. Not with desperation, but with the quiet strength of alignment. This isn't just philosophy. It's a lifeline to a life where what's yours finds you, effortlessly, like a river meeting the sea. Welcome to Daily Stoic Quotes, your sanctuary for ancient Stoic wisdom that lights the way to a resilient, purposeful life. Here, we don't just share quotes. We uncover practical tools from philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus to help you thrive in a noisy world. If you're ready to trade chaos for clarity, hit that subscribe button to join thousands of Stoic seekers growing stronger every day. Give this video a thumbs up to spread the Stoic message, and type "Live Stoic" in the comments to declare your place in our community of purposeful souls. Your engagement fuels our mission to bring Stoic principles to life. So let's build this journey together, one intentional step at a time. At the heart of Stoicism lies a radical truth. True power isn't in controlling outcomes, but in aligning with virtue to attract what's meant for you. Over 2,000 years ago, Epictetus taught, some things are up to us, and some things are not. This isn't resignation, it's liberation. It's the understanding that while you can't force a job offer, a lover's heart, or life's timing, you can master your actions, your mindset, your character. In today's world, we're bombarded with messages to chase harder, post more, hustle more, be more, to prove our worth. Social media amplifies this, showcasing curated lives that scream, "You're behind." Yet, the more we chase external validation, the further we drift from inner peace. Stoicism offers a counterpoint. Stop running after what's outside your control and cultivate the inner stillness that draws what's yours. Consider Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison, yet never chased freedom with desperation. Instead, he focused on his principles: justice, equality, resilience, crafting a presence so magnetic that it inspired a nation and the world. His calm resolve didn't beg for attention. It commanded it, proving that what's meant for you arrives when you live with integrity, not frenzy. Stoicism teaches that attraction isn't about manipulation or force. It's about becoming a beacon of virtue, where love, opportunities, and peace naturally gravitate to your light. In this video, we'll guide you through 12 Stoic lessons to transform your life from chasing to attracting, each brought to life through Sarah's journey. Like so many of us, Sarah started lost in the race for approval, but through Stoic wisdom, she discovered how to align with her values and let what's meant for her find her. Each lesson pairs her story with real-life examples, like Mandela's resilience, Oprah Winfrey's patient trust and timing, or J.K. Rowling's love for the creative process, to show how Stoic principles shine in action. You'll get practical steps to apply these lessons today, whether it's letting go of control in a stressful job or desiring love without desperation. We'll also share Stoic challenges to spark your growth, inviting you to comment and connect with our daily Stoic Quotes community. By the end, you'll see that attraction isn't something you force. It's something you become through small, intentional acts of courage and clarity. This journey isn't about waiting passively. It's about living so fully in your truth that the right things can't help but find you. So, let's step into Sarah's story and uncover the first Stoic lesson that shifted everything. Lesson 1. Let go of control. Sarah sat at her desk, her laptop screen glowing with a meticulously crafted presentation for a promotion she'd dreamed of for years. Every slide was perfect, every word rehearsed, every detail micromanaged to impress her boss. She'd stayed up nights, skipped meals, and ignored friends, convinced that controlling every aspect would secure her success. But when the email arrived, "We've chosen another candidate," her world crumbled. Tears stung her eyes as she questioned her worth, her effort, her very existence. "What did I do wrong?" she whispered, feeling like a failure. That evening, drained and defeated, Sarah stumbled upon a quote from Epictetus. "We suffer most when we try to control what is not ours." The words hit like a revelation. What if her suffering came not from the rejection, but from her desperate grip on an outcome she couldn't command? Inspired, Sarah decided to shift her focus. At the next project meeting, she prepared diligently, but released her obsession with others' approval. She spoke with clarity, listened attentively, and left the room without anxiety. To her surprise, a colleague praised her calm confidence, and a new opportunity emerged unexpectedly. Sarah realized that letting go of control didn't mean giving up. It meant finding peace in what she could shape: her effort, her mindset, her integrity. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher born a slave, taught the dichotomy of control as a cornerstone of inner peace. His principle is simple yet profound. Some things are within our power, our actions, thoughts, and values, while others, like others' opinions or external outcomes, are not. When we try to force what's beyond our control, we create fear-driven resistance, a cycle of anxiety that clouds our judgment and drains our energy. Imagine trying to steer a river's current. The more you fight, the more you exhaust yourself. Stoicism teaches that peace begins when we focus on what's ours to command. By releasing the need to control others' decisions or life's unpredictability, we free ourselves to act with intention, not desperation. This isn't passivity. It's clarity, a disciplined choice to invest energy where it matters. In a world obsessed with outcomes, likes, promotions, approvals, Epictetus' wisdom is a rebellion, urging us to find strength in our own domain, where true power resides. Consider Nelson Mandela, whose 27 years in prison could have broken any spirit. Yet, Mandela didn't chase freedom with desperation or rage. Instead, he focused on what he could control: his principles of justice, his daily discipline, his inner resolve. He studied, wrote, and treated even his captors with dignity, cultivating an unshakable character. When he emerged, his calm presence didn't beg for attention. It commanded it, attracting global admiration and inspiring a nation's transformation. Mandela's life embodies Epictetus' teaching. By letting go of external control, he became a beacon of virtue, drawing what was meant for him through his steadfast integrity. His story shows that true influence doesn't come from forcing outcomes, but from mastering what's within your reach, creating a ripple effect that changes the world. To apply this Stoic lesson, start with 3 steps. First, identify one situation you're trying to control. perhaps a colleague's opinion or project's outcome. Second, shift your focus to your response. Prepare thoroughly, act with integrity, and let go of what others decide. Third, journal what you can control each evening, noting how it feels to release the rest. For example, before a meeting, outline your points, practice your delivery, then walk in without worrying about others' reactions. This practice builds resilience, aligning you with Epictetus' wisdom that peace lies in your own actions. Over time, you'll notice less stress and more clarity, as your energy flows where it's most effective. Here's your Stoic challenge. For the next week, choose one uncontrollable outcome, like a job application result or someone's approval, and let it go. Focus only on your effort, journaling how this shift brings peace. Share your experience in the comments below. Your story might inspire others in our daily Stoic Quotes community. Let's embrace Epictetus' wisdom together, finding strength in what we can shape. With control released, Sarah learned to trust effort over outcomes. Lesson 2. Do your best, then detach. Fresh from her lesson in letting go, Sarah threw herself into a new team project, determined to prove her worth. She spent weeks crafting proposals, researching data, and leading brainstorming sessions, pouring her heart into every detail. This project, she believed, would define her value, her success, her place in the company. But when the client rejected the proposal, citing budget constraints, Sarah's confidence shattered. I gave everything, she thought, and it still wasn't enough. Her self-worth plummeted, tied to a result she couldn't control. One evening, scrolling through inspirational quotes, Sarah found Marcus Aurelius. Do your best, then let go. The words struck deep. What if her value wasn't in the outcome, but in the effort itself? Inspired, Sarah returned to work with a new mindset. She collaborated wholeheartedly, shared ideas freely, and focused on the quality of her contributions. When the next project landed, she gave her all, but released her attachment to its success. To her surprise, her team's morale soared, and her manager noted her leadership. Sarah discovered that detaching from outcomes didn't diminish her passion. It freed her to shine without anxiety. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor who faced endless pressures, understood that true mastery lies in effort, not results. His Stoic philosophy teaches us to focus on what we can control, our actions, gospel, intentions, and discipline, while releasing attachment to external outcomes. Detachment isn't apathy. It's a disciplined choice to find peace in doing your best, regardless of how the world responds. When we tie our worth to results, whether a promotion, a relationship, or public praise, we set ourselves up for exhaustion, as outcomes are never fully ours to command. By detaching, we reclaim our energy, channeling it into aligned action rather than fear-driven striving. This shift transforms how we live. We work with purpose, not panic, knowing our value lies in our integrity, not in fleeting rewards. In a world that idolizes results, Marcus Aurelius' wisdom is a quiet rebellion, inviting us to find strength in effort alone. Serena Williams, one of the greatest athletes in history, embodies this Stoic principle. Her 23 Grand Slam titles are legendary, but her success stemmed not from obsessing over wins, but from disciplined effort. Williams trained relentlessly, honed her skills, and maintained mental focus. Yet she learned to detach from the pressure of victory. In interviews, she often spoke of focusing on her game, not the scoreboard, trusting that her preparation would carry her. This Stoic-like detachment allowed her to compete with clarity, even under intense scrutiny, attracting unparalleled success through her commitment to the process. Williams' journey shows that detaching from outcomes doesn't weaken ambition. It sharpens it, creating a presence that draws achievement naturally. To practice this lesson, follow 3 steps. First, set clear intentions for a task, defining what your best looks like. Second, give full effort. Prepare, act, and engage wholeheartedly. Third, release attachment to the outcome, trusting your work's value. For example, when applying for a job, research the role, tailor your resume, and interview confidently. Then let go of whether you're chosen. Journal your efforts nightly to reinforce this mindset. This practice aligns with Marcus Aurelius' call to act with integrity, freeing you from the weight of external validation. Your Stoic challenge. For 1 week, give your best to a task, be it a work project or a personal goal. Then detach from the outcome. Note how this brings emotional freedom and share your results in the comments. Let's build our daily Stoic quotes community by embracing Marcus Aurelius' wisdom together. Detachment gave Sarah freedom, but trusting timing deepened her peace. Lesson 3. Trust the timing of things. Sarah sat at a friend's wedding, surrounded by laughter and love, but a quiet panic gripped her heart. At 34, she was still single, watching her peers marry, start families, and post milestones online. I'm falling behind, she thought, comparing her life to theirs. The pressure to catch up consumed her, pushing her to rush into dating apps and force connections that fell hollow. One evening, feeling lost, Sarah read Seneca. Time is a river of passing events, and strong is its current. The words shifted her perspective. What if life wasn't a race, but a river with its own pace? Inspired, Sarah decided to trust her journey. She stopped swiping frantically and focused on her passions, volunteering, painting, and deepening friendships. At a community event, she met someone who shared her values, sparking a connection that felt natural, not rushed. Sarah realized that trusting timing didn't mean waiting passively. It meant living fully now, letting life unfold as it should. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher who navigated Rome's chaos, saw time not as an enemy to conquer, but a teacher to honor. His wisdom reminds us that life's seasons, love, success, healing, ripen in their own rhythm, beyond our control. When we rush to meet society's timelines, we act from fear, not presence, creating resistance that clouds our path. Trusting timing means embracing the present, acting with intention while believing that delays are often preparation, not denial. A seed doesn't sprout overnight, yet its growth is certain when nurtured. Stoicism teaches that time refines us, shaping our character for what's meant to arrive. In a world demanding instant results, Seneca's call to flow with time is a radical act of faith, freeing us to live with purpose, not panic. Oprah Winfrey's journey exemplifies this Stoic trust. In her early career, she faced setbacks, fired from a news anchor role, deemed unfit for television. Yet, Oprah didn't rush to prove her critics wrong. She trusted her path, honing her empathy and authenticity through small opportunities. Her patience led to the Oprah Winfrey Show, a global phenomenon built on presence, not haste. Oprah's story shows that trusting timing isn't passive. It's active faith in your growth, attracting success when you're ready to hold it. Her empire wasn't forced. It flowed, proving that what's meant for you arrives in its season. To embrace this lesson, try 3 steps. First, reflect on a goal you're rushing, perhaps a relationship or career milestone. Second, act with intention, pursuing it without a rigid deadline. Third, trust delays as preparation, journaling what you're learning. For example, chase a dream like writing a book, but enjoy the process without demanding publication by year's end. This practice aligns with Seneca's wisdom, grounding you in the present while opening you to life's rhythm. Your Stoic challenge. For 1 week, trust a delay in one area of your life, journaling the lessons it brings. Share your insights in the comments below to inspire our daily Stoic quotes community. Let's flow with Seneca's river together. Timing taught Sarah patience, but desire without desperation refined her focus. Lesson 4. Desire without desperation. Emboldened by trusting life's timing, Sarah turned her attention to love, but old habits resurfaced. She met Alex, a charming colleague, and soon found herself obsessing, checking her phone for texts, overanalyzing his words, planning their future after one coffee date. Her desire for a relationship became a desperate need, and when Alex grew distant, Sarah felt unworthy, as if his withdrawal defined her value. One night, feeling trapped by her own longing, she read Epictetus. Freedom is disregarding what's beyond our control. The words cut through her fog. What if she could want love without needing it to complete her? Inspired, Sarah shifted her approach. She continued seeing Alex, but calmly, focusing on enjoying their moments together without clinging to a future outcome. She invested in herself, taking dance classes, reading, and nurturing her confidence. To her surprise, Alex responded to her newfound ease, and their connection deepened naturally. Sarah learned that desire, when free of desperation, attracts what aligns with your truth. Epictetus taught that true freedom lies in wanting deeply without tying your worth to external outcomes. Desire is human. It fuels our dreams and drives our growth. But desperation, born of fear, poisons it. When we need something to feel whole, a partner, a job, recognition, we surrender our peace to what we can't control. Desperation repels, projecting insecurity that pushes others away, while calm desire attracts, radiating confidence that invites connection. Stoicism urges us to desire from a place of inner fullness, saying, I want this, but I am enough without it. This balance isn't cold, it's empowering, allowing you to pursue goals with clarity, not chaos. In a world that equates longing with lack, Epictetus' wisdom is a beacon, teaching us to want boldly, yet remain grounded in our own worth. Barack Obama's rise to leadership reflects this stoic balance. As a young community organizer, he dreamed of impact but didn't chase power desperately. He focused on service, listening to people's needs, building coalitions, and honing his vision without needing immediate validation. His calm pursuit, rooted in purpose, not ego, drew millions to his message, culminating in his presidency. Obama's presence didn't beg for approval. It inspired trust, showing that desire, when free of desperation, attracts influence naturally. His journey proves that stoic balance creates a magnetism that resonates deeply, aligning you with what's meant for you. To practice this lesson, follow 3 steps. First, identify a desperate desire, perhaps a relationship or career goal. Second, seek internal validation by listing 3 ways you're already enough. Third, act from confidence, pursuing your desire without needing it to define you. For example, pursue a goal like a new job, but affirm your worth regardless of the outcome. Journal your progress to stay mindful. This practice aligns with Epictetus' call to freedom, helping you desire with strength, not fear. Your Stoic challenge. For 1 week, pursue a desire calmly, noting how it changes your energy. Comment your progress below to connect with our daily Stoic quotes community. Let's embrace Epictetus' freedom together. Calm desire empowered Sarah, but focusing on the process enriched her journey. Lesson 5. Focus on the process, not the prize. With her heart lighter from desiring without desperation, Sarah set her sights on a new goal, a senior management role. She fixated on the title, the corner office, the prestige, believing they'd prove her success. She worked late, networked tirelessly, and measured every step against the prize. But her joy faded. The grind felt empty, her growth stalled. One evening, exhausted, Sarah read Marcus Aurelius. Do not waste what remains of your life in speculating about others. It is in the present where your power lies. The words woke her up. What if the real reward was in the daily work, not the end game? Inspired, Sarah shifted her focus. She savored team meetings, learned new skills, and found joy in mentoring colleagues. Her passion returned, and her work shone. When a promotion came, it felt like a byproduct, not the goal. Sarah realized that the process, her growth, her effort, was the true prize, shaping her into someone who attracted success naturally. Marcus Aurelius taught that the present is where life happens, where discipline and joy reside. Fixating on the prize, whether a job, fame, or approval, pulls us from the moment, tying our happiness to outcomes we can't fully control. The process, however, is ours. Every choice, every effort, every moment of presence shapes our character. Stoicism urges us to fall in love with the work itself, the small tasks, the messy beginnings, the quiet progress. This shift isn't about lowering ambition. It's about redefining success as how you show up, not what you achieve. In a world obsessed with finish lines, Marcus Aurelius' call to live now is a quiet revolution, reminding us that the process builds not just results, but who we become. J.K. Rowling embodies this Stoic focus. Before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon, Rowling wrote in cramped cafes, a single mother facing rejection after rejection. She didn't chase fame. She loved storytelling, pouring her soul into crafting Hogwarts world. Her devotion to the process, writing daily, refining characters, sustained her through hardship. When success came, it was a reflection of her disciplined presence, not a desperate pursuit. Rowling's journey shows that the process isn't a means to an end. It's the end itself, attracting rewards when you live it fully. To embrace this lesson, try 3 steps. First, find joy in small tasks. Savor the details of a project or hobby. Second, redefine success as effort, not achievement, asking, did I show up fully today? Third, journal your daily progress to stay present. For example, enjoy writing a blog post without obsessing over its reach. This practice aligns with Marcus Aurelius' wisdom, grounding you in the moment where true power lies. Your Stoic challenge. For 1 week, focus on the process of one task, sharing the joy it brings in the comments. Let's inspire our daily Stoic quotes community with Marcus Aurelius' presence. The process grounded Sarah, but detaching effort from outcomes freed her. Lesson 6. Detach from outcomes, not effort. Sarah's newfound love for the process fueled her confidence, but old patterns lingered. She pitched a bold marketing campaign, pouring weeks into research and design, convinced it would earn her team's respect. When her boss critiqued it harshly, calling it unfeasible, Sarah's heart sank. She tied her worth to the pitch's success, and the rejection felt personal. Devastated, she turned to Epictetus. Your thoughts must uplift you, even when results don't. The words reframed her pain. What if her value lay in her effort, not the outcome? Inspired, Sarah returned to work, giving her all to new ideas without needing approval. She collaborated openly, learned from feedback, and stayed steady. Her resilience caught her boss's attention, leading to a new project lead role. Sarah learned that detaching from outcomes didn't mean giving less. It meant giving freely, trusting her effort to shape her path. Epictetus taught that true freedom comes from giving fully while staying emotionally unbound by results. Effort reflects your character, your discipline, integrity, and intention, but outcomes, influenced by countless factors, don't define your worth. When we cling to results, we live in fear, our peace hostage to others' choices or chance. Detachment, in the Stoic sense, isn't withdrawing passion. It's channeling it into what you control, letting go of what you don't. This practice creates emotional resilience, allowing you to act with purpose, not pressure. In a world that measures us by wins, Epictetus' wisdom is a lifeline, reminding us that our value lies in how we show up, not in what we're handed. Thomas Edison's relentless innovation embodies this Stoic detachment. He conducted over 1,000 experiments before perfecting the light bulb, facing failures that would crush most. Yet, Edison didn't tie his worth to immediate success. He saw each attempt as progress, famously saying, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His focus on effort, not outcomes, drove him forward, attracting a breakthrough that lit the world. Edison's story shows that detaching from results doesn't dim ambition. It fuels persistence, aligning you with what's meant to emerge. To apply this lesson, follow 3 steps. First, act without expecting reward. Give your best to a task for its own sake. Second, reflect on your effort's value, asking, "Did I act with integrity?" Third, stay present, avoiding outcome-driven worry. For example, work on a creative project for its growth, not applause. Journal your efforts to reinforce this mindset. This practice aligns with Epictetus' call to uplift your thoughts, freeing you from external judgment. Your Stoic challenge. For 1 week, give effort to a task without outcome attachment, sharing your insights in the comments. Let's embody Epictetus' freedom together in our daily Stoic quotes community. Detachment freed Sarah, but stillness clarified her path. Lesson 7. Inner stillness attracts outer clarity. With detachment easing her burden, Sarah faced a new challenge, a frantic job search after a company restructure. She sent dozens of applications, obsessively checked emails, and lay awake worrying about her future. The chaos clouded her judgment, leading to rushed cover letters and fumbled interviews. One morning, feeling overwhelmed, Sarah read Marcus Aurelius. "Nowhere you can go is more peaceful than your own soul." The words stopped her spiral. What if clarity came not from more action, but from less noise? Inspired, Sarah began meditating for 5 minutes daily, sitting quietly with her breath. She paused before decisions, letting her mind settle. During her next interview, her calm presence shone, and she articulated her skills with ease. A week later, an offer arrived from a company aligned with her values. Sarah realized that inner stillness didn't just calm her. It attracted the clarity she needed to see her path. Marcus Aurelius taught that stillness is the source of clarity, a quiet space where truth rises. A mind stirred by anxiety or haste is like a turbulent lake, obscuring what lies beneath. When we chase answers through endless doing, more plans, more advice, more noise, we drown out our intuition. Stoicism urges us to cultivate inner stillness, not by escaping life, but by pausing within it. This calm radiates outward, attracting aligned opportunities and people who sense your grounded energy. In a world of constant distraction, Marcus Aurelius' call to inner peace is a rebellion, reminding us that clarity isn't found. It's uncovered, waiting in the silence we create. Steve Jobs, the visionary behind Apple, embraced this stoic stillness. Known for his meditative practices, Jobs used quiet reflection to clarify his ideas, from the iPhone's design to Pixar's storytelling. In a 1995 interview, he spoke of sitting silently to hear the whispers of inspiration, a habit that fueled his innovations. Jobs' calm focus didn't chase trends, it set them, attracting success through clarity. His life shows that stillness isn't passive. It's a disciplined act, aligning your mind with what's true, drawing what's meant for you. To practice this lesson, try 3 steps. First, meditate for 5 minutes daily, focusing on your breath. Second, pause before major decisions, giving your mind space to settle. Third, journal insights that emerge in stillness. For example, breathe deeply before responding to a stressful email, noting how clarity shifts your reply. This practice aligns with Marcus Aurelius' wisdom, helping you attract opportunities through a calm mind. Your Stoic challenge: practice stillness daily for a week, noting the clarity it brings. Share your experience in the comments to inspire our daily Stoic quotes community. Let's find peace with Marcus Aurelius together. Stillness clarified Sarah's path, but alignment brought flow. Lesson 8. Align, don't force. Sarah's newfound stillness brought clarity, but a lingering struggle tested her resolve. She clung to a toxic friendship with Mia, hoping to salvage it despite constant criticism and drama. Every interaction left Sarah drained, yet she forced herself to stay, fearing loneliness. One evening, reflecting on her exhaustion, Sarah read Epictetus. First say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do. The words sparked a realization. Forcing a misaligned connection betrayed her values of respect and authenticity. Inspired, Sarah set boundaries, politely distancing herself from Mia. She focused on relationships that uplifted her, joining a book club where she met kind, like-minded friends. The ease of these new bonds felt like a gift, not a struggle. Sarah learned that alignment, acting in harmony with her essence, created flow, attracting connections that nourished her soul. Epictetus taught that alignment is living according to your nature, choosing actions that reflect your values and purpose. Forcing what doesn't fit, a job, a relationship, a goal, creates friction, draining your energy and dimming your light. Alignment, however, feels like flow. Challenges remain, but they energize, not exhaust, because they resonate with who you are. Stoicism urges us to pause and ask, is this true to me? When we act from this truth, we move with ease, attracting what aligns without manipulation. In a world that praises blind hustle, Epictetus' call to right action is a quiet power, guiding us to paths that feel like home. Coco Chanel, the iconic designer, lived this stoic alignment. She didn't chase fashion trends. She created them, designing simple, elegant pieces that reflected her vision of freedom and sophistication. Her black dresses and Chanel No. 5 perfume weren't forced to fit the market. They flowed from her essence, attracting timeless admiration. Chanel's story shows that alignment doesn't bend to external demands. It shapes them, drawing success through authenticity. To apply this lesson, follow 3 steps. First, identify a misaligned action, a relationship or task that feels forced. Second, act from your values, choosing what resonates. Third, notice energy shifts, journaling how alignment feels. For example, choose friends who respect you, letting go of those who don't. This practice aligns with Epictetus' wisdom, helping you attract what fits your soul. Your Stoic challenge: align one action with your values for a week, sharing your results in the comments. Let's flow with Epictetus' wisdom in our daily Stoic quotes community. Alignment brought Sarah flow, but her vibration amplified her presence. Lesson 9. Your vibration speaks before you do. With aligned relationships enriching her life, Sarah noticed a new hurdle at work. Her anxious energy, rushing through presentations, second-guessing her words, repelled colleagues, who seemed distant despite her efforts. She felt invisible, her contributions overlooked. One night, seeking clarity, Sarah read Marcus Aurelius. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. The words revealed her truth. Her inner chaos was shaping her outer presence. Inspired, Sarah began cultivating gratitude, starting each day by listing 3 things she appreciated. She monitored her thoughts, replacing worry with affirmations of her worth. At the next team meeting, her calm, positive energy shifted the room. Colleagues engaged warmly, and her ideas sparked collaboration. Sarah realized that her vibration, her inner state, spoke louder than words, attracting connections that mirrored her peace. Marcus Aurelius taught that our inner world shapes our outer presence, a Stoic truth that transcends time. Your vibration, your emotional, mental, and spiritual tone, radiates before you speak, influencing how others respond. A mind clouded by fear or doubt projects chaos, repelling connection, while a calm, virtuous state attracts alignment. Stoicism urges us to tend our thoughts, cultivating gratitude, purpose, and peace to resonate with clarity. This isn't about faking positivity. It's about becoming authentic, aligning your inner state with your highest values. In a world obsessed with appearances, Marcus Aurelius' wisdom reminds us that true magnetism begins within, drawing what reflects your soul's truth. Maya Angelou, the poet and activist, embodied this Stoic vibration. Her warm, authentic presence captivated audiences, from her readings to her civil rights work. Angelou's gratitude and resilience, forged through hardship, shone in her words and demeanor, drawing admiration without effort. She once said, "People will forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel." Her life shows that a grounded vibration attracts trust and inspiration, aligning you with what's meant for you. To practice this lesson, try 3 steps. First, practice gratitude daily, listing 3 things you're thankful for. Second, monitor your thoughts, redirecting negativity to affirmations. Third, act from peace, noticing how others respond. For example, start meetings with a grateful mindset, observing shifts in energy. Journal your vibration's impact to stay intentional. This practice aligns with Marcus Aurelius' wisdom, amplifying your presence. Your Stoic challenge: cultivate positive energy for a week, noting changes in connections. Share your insights in the comments to uplift our daily Stoic quotes community. Let's radiate with Marcus Aurelius together. Vibration elevated Sarah's presence, but releasing timelines deepened her trust. Lesson 10. Let go of the timeline. Sarah's vibrant energy drew new opportunities, but nagging worry lingered. At 35, she hadn't bought a home, a milestone her friends celebrated years ago. Social media posts of picket fences and housewarming parties fueled her fear. "I'm behind." She pushed herself to save aggressively, skipping joys like travel or dinners out, but the pressure only grew. One evening, feeling trapped, Sarah read Seneca. "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." The words reframed her rush. What if she was living on society's clock, not her own? Inspired, Sarah let go of the homeownership timeline. She savored her passions, cooking classes, weekend hikes, and trusted her financial journey. Months later, an unexpected bonus aligned with a perfect condo listing, fitting her budget. Sarah realized that releasing timelines didn't delay her dreams. It freed her to live now, attracting what was meant for her. Seneca taught that presence, not arbitrary deadlines, defines a life well lived. Society's timelines, marry by 30, succeed by 40, create fear, pulling us from the moment. Stoicism sees life unfolding on soul time, where growth, not speed, matters. Trusting this rhythm means acting fully now, believing that what's meant for you arrives when you're ready, not when culture demands. Delays aren't failures. They're preparation, refining your character for what's to come. In a world racing against clocks, Seneca's wisdom is a quiet rebellion, urging us to measure life by intention, not milestones, aligning us with our true path. Morgan Freeman's acting career embodies this stoic patience. He didn't achieve fame until his 50s, with roles like driving Miss Daisy in The Shawshank Redemption. Earlier, he faced decades of small parts and rejections, yet trusted his craft, honing his skills without rushing stardom. His late bloom wasn't late. It was right, attracting acclaim when he was ready to shine. Freeman's journey shows that letting go of timelines doesn't dim ambition. It deepens it, drawing success in its own season. To apply this lesson, follow 3 steps. First, challenge behind thoughts, asking, whose timeline am I following? Second, live fully now, embracing joys like hobbies or friendships. Third, trust your pace, journaling what you're gaining. For example, enjoy a hobby without rushing to monetize it. This practice aligns with Seneca's call to presence, freeing you from artificial clocks. Your Stoic challenge. Release one timeline for a week, sharing the peace it brings in the comments. Let's live on soul time with Seneca in our daily Stoic quotes community. Timeless living freed Sarah, but trusting destiny aligned her path. Lesson 11. What's yours will find you. Sarah's trust in her own timing opened new doors, but a misstep tested her resolve. She chased a high-profile tech job, drawn to its prestige, despite a gut feeling it didn't fit her values. The grueling interviews left her drained, and when she didn't get the role, she felt lost. One night, seeking guidance, Sarah read Epictetus. Don't seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happens as it actually will. The words clarified her error. She was chasing what wasn't hers. Inspired, Sarah trusted her path. She focused on roles aligned with her passion for social impact, preparing diligently but calmly. Soon, a nonprofit offered her a leadership position that felt like home. Sarah learned that what's meant for you doesn't require force. It finds you when you're ready, through right action and trust. Epictetus taught that destiny unfolds through living virtuously, not controlling outcomes. What's meant for you, love, opportunities, peace, arrives when your character aligns with its purpose, not through desperate pursuit. Stoicism urges us to act with intention, prepare fully, and trust life's wisdom. Chasing misaligned goals wastes energy, but aligning with your values creates a magnetism that draws what fits. This isn't passivity. It's active faith, believing that your efforts, rooted in truth, meet what's yours in time. In a world of scarcity-driven hustle, Epictetus' wisdom is a quiet power, reminding us that what's meant for you seeks you as much as you seek it. Malala Yousafzai's advocacy embodies this stoic trust. After surviving a Taliban attack at 15, she didn't chase fame. She focused on education, speaking, and writing with purpose. Her organic efforts drew global support, earning her a Nobel Peace Prize at 17. Malala's impact wasn't forced. It flowed, attracting influence because she lived her truth. Her story shows that what's yours finds you when you align with your purpose, not when you chase external rewards. To practice this lesson, try 3 steps. First, trust your efforts, focusing on what aligns with your values. Second, prepare without forcing outcomes, staying open to surprises. Third, stay present, journaling synchronicities. For example, pursue a goal calmly, trusting the right opportunity will emerge. This practice aligns with Epictetus' call to flow with life, drawing what's meant for you. Your Stoic challenge. Trust one path for a week, noting synchronicities in the comments. Let's align with Epictetus' destiny in our daily Stoic quotes community. Trusting destiny empowered Sarah, but surrender sealed her transformation. Lesson 12. Surrender is power, not weakness. Sarah's trust in destiny brought her closer to peace, but one final challenge loomed. She clung to a failing community project, pouring time and energy into reviving it despite dwindling support. Exhaustion set in, yet she feared letting go would mean defeat. One evening, depleted, Sarah read Epictetus. Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control, and some are not. The words unveiled her struggle. She was fighting what wasn't hers to hold. Inspired, Sarah surrendered. She stepped back, thanking her team and redirecting her energy to new ideas. To her surprise, a collaborator proposed a fresh initiative, aligning with her vision. Sarah realized that surrender wasn't weakness. It was power, a courageous choice to trust life's flow, attracting opportunities she couldn't force. Epictetus taught that surrender is accepting life's limits, choosing peace over futile control. It's not collapsing, but rising, saying, "I've done my part. Now I let life move." This Stoic clarity frees us from arguing with reality, whether it's a lost job, a broken relationship, or an unchangeable past. Surrender is fierce. It takes courage to release what drains you, trusting that what's meant for you will arrive. In a world that glorifies control, Epictetus' wisdom redefines strength as alignment, not dominance, inviting us to act with purpose while embracing life's unpredictability. Mother Teresa lived this Stoic surrender. She devoted her life to serving Calcutta's poorest, not controlling outcomes like policy changes or global recognition. Her simple acts, feeding, comforting, loving, flowed from faith, not force, attracting worldwide inspiration and a Nobel Peace Prize. Mother Teresa's life shows that surrender doesn't diminish impact. It amplifies it, drawing what aligns with your soul through selfless action. To apply this lesson, follow 3 steps. First, identify a force situation, a project or relationship draining you. Second, surrender with trust, releasing it gracefully. Third, act from peace, redirecting energy to what aligns. For example, let go of a draining commitment, focusing on what energizes you. Journal your experience to stay mindful. This practice aligns with Epictetus' call to freedom, helping you attract through surrender. Your Stoic challenge. Surrender one struggle for a week, sharing your results in the comments. Let's embrace Epictetus' power with our daily Stoic quotes community. Surrender transformed Sarah, and now it's your turn to attract. As we stand at the end of this journey, let's pause to reflect on Sarah's transformation, a mirror to the path you, too, can walk. When we first met Sarah, she was a weary traveler, chasing promotions, love, and validation with a heart heavy from effort and unfulfilled longing. Her days were a blur of force, micromanaging outcomes, rushing timelines, clinging to results that slipped through her fingers. But through 12 Stoic lessons, guided by the timeless wisdom of Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, and Seneca, Sarah rewrote her story. She learned to let go of control, finding peace in her actions, not others' choices, as Epictetus taught. She gave her best and detached, embracing Marcus Aurelius' call to free her worth from outcomes. Trusting life's timing, she flowed with Seneca's river, no longer racing against an invisible clock. Sarah desired love without desperation, focused on the process over the prize, and cultivated stillness to invite clarity. She aligned with her values, radiated a vibration of gratitude, and surrendered to life's rhythm, trusting that what's meant for her would find her. Each lesson wasn't just a step, it was a reclamation of her power, a shift from chasing to attracting. From Nelson Mandela's calm resolve to Oprah Winfrey's patient trust, from J.K. Rowling's love for storytelling to Mother Teresa's selfless surrender, we've seen these principles shine in lives that changed the world. Stoic wisdom isn't a relic of ancient Rome. It's a living force, universal and timeless, offering you the tools to trade chaos for peace, force for flow, and desperation for magnetism. Sarah's journey proves that when you align with virtue, what's yours arrives not through struggle, but through the quiet strength of becoming. Now, the torch passes to you, dear viewer, standing at your own crossroads. Which of these 12 lessons will you embrace today? Will you let go of a struggle you can't control, as Sarah did, or cultivate stillness to hear your inner truth? Perhaps you'll trust life's timing or surrender to its wisdom, freeing your heart from what no longer serves you. Choose one lesson, just one, and apply it this week. Maybe it's journaling what you can control, as Epictetus urged, or pausing for 5 minutes of gratitude to shift your vibration, as Marcus Aurelius inspired. Whatever you choose, act with intention and share your journey with us. Type "Live Stoic" in the comments below to declare your commitment to this path, and tell us which lesson resonates most. Your story could light the way for others in our Stoic Daily Quotes community. If this video stirred something in you, hit that like button to spread Stoic wisdom to those still chasing, lost in the noise. And if you're ready to make Stoicism a daily practice, subscribe to Stoic Daily Quotes. Click the bell to never miss a lesson that could transform your life. Share this video with someone who's running too hard, someone who needs to hear that what's meant for them is already on its way. Your likes, comments, and shares fuel our mission to build a community rooted in clarity, resilience, and purpose. Together, let's create a ripple of Stoic strength, one intentional act at a time, proving that the world doesn't need more noise. It needs more souls aligned with truth. Take a deep breath and let these words from Seneca sink into your soul. Live now, not later. This is the heart of Stoicism, the quiet rebellion against a world that demands you chase, prove, and rush. You don't need to outrun life to find love, success, or peace. You need only to become, to align your thoughts with virtue, your actions with purpose, your heart with presence. Imagine a life where you no longer beg for what's yours, where you trust that every step, every setback, every moment of waiting is shaping you for what's meant to arrive. Picture yourself standing firm, like a lighthouse in a storm, radiating a light that draws the right people, opportunities, and joys to your shore. This is the Stoic way, not a race, but a dance with life's rhythm. You are not behind, not forgotten, not lacking. You are unfolding, and what's meant for you is unfolding too, drawn to the person you're becoming with every choice to live intentionally. So, release the tension in your shoulders, let go of the timeline, and return to this moment where your power lies. From here, everything you seek already knows where to find you. Live stoically, not tomorrow, not when you've made it, but now, with courage, clarity, and an unshakable trust in your path. The universe is not withholding. It's waiting for you to align, to become the beacon that attracts what's always been yours.